Hello, everyone. It is that time for Words of the Whills with your favorite Jedi and Sith Lord, Robin Vogt. Just waiting for Robin to get in, and we will get this live stream going. Um, when he gets in, I will give some details on the giveaway tonight. And let me just add the Sith Lord in, and we will get this started.
Ah,
Oops.
yes.
There he
Give
is.
into your hate. My apprentice I must bring up to the dark side of the force.
Well, I could go and get
Did that work?
Kylo's lightsaber, but that involves me getting up.
It didn't work?
No.
Whatever. What's up, guys? Words of the Wells. Back
Yep.
on this week. What's good? What's up, Caden?
How's it going, James? How's it going, Caden? So first thing, we do want to give our condolences to John Schnapp's family and everything. He suffered
Yes.
a stroke, if I'm correct, a pretty bad
Yeah.
one. He's in pretty bad condition. So just giving our thoughts for John Schnapp and his family. I hope he pulls through. But this specific episode is going to be dedicated to him and everything. So
Yeah,
first
John Schnepp
announcement.
is one of those. He's definitely one of those guys. I mean, we were slated to have him on the podcast at one point. Obviously, schedules got
Yeah,
a little bit hectic and everything. And being Collider fans, being people who have followed John Schnepp, the death of Superman Lives and what
yeah,
really happened. Everything that he was able to create in the cinematic universe, and just as a nerd himself, and his
mhm,
wife, and uh, everything that he's done. I mean, it's been fantastic, and we send our condolences once again, like Andrew said beautifully. And we're going to continue to share out the PayPal and the
yeah,
GoFundMe so that people can keep donating to help
yeah,
Mr. John Schnepp pull through here.
definitely. First announcement for tonight. There is going to be two giveaways, two digital copies of DC movies. The first is
Ooh.
a digital copy set of all the DCEU films, which isn't bad.
Oh,
You get all
nice.
these films in just one digital code, and the animated film of Batman Ninja. So essentially, a
Oh,
Batman animated movie. So we will do that giveaway when we're kind of closing out. I have two really good trivia
absolutely.
questions for people to answer. Um, so,
Wow, nice.
so first topic, kind of not really, it kind of is a topic. Before we get into the Comic Con talk, it is Star Wars characters, and specifically,
Yes.
which Star Wars character or characters could be more do you relate to the
Hmm.
most?
Ooh, I recently
And
just
people in
asked
the
a question
comments
very
can
similar.
people in the comments can
What's
answer
that?
as well. People in the
Yeah,
comments can answer as
absolutely.
well.
Share it out. I actually recently asked Ian Dosher, the author of the Clone Army Attacketh and William Shakespeare series, which character he identified with. So this is perfect because now you're reversing. You're throwing the Jedi mind tricks back at me with these questions. And
Yep.
the one character that I feel like I always kind of harken back to in my mind is Lord Vader himself. I love everything. The transition from Anakin to Vader. I think it not only signifies Anakin Skywalker making a change, not necessarily that was for the good, but he made a change in his life because he felt
Yeah.
like he could try to save somebody.
Yeah.
He did the unselfish thing of trying to help somebody, but didn't realize what that
Yeah.
inquired, and that's the problem in the long run. And I feel like sometimes I try to put myself out there in a way that's like, hey, I'm gonna help you get through this. I'm gonna help you get through this. And sometimes you get down the pathway. Andrew, you and I both know in life we try to reach our
Mhm.
hands out to people, and it's like, but what is it? What is it gonna do? Like, am I gonna turn
Yeah.
to the dark side? Am I gonna
Yeah.
stay a Jedi in this life? It's hard, but I always harken back to Vader's. or I should say, Anakin Skywalker's transition to Vader, because it truly was good at heart. It just didn't lead down the right path. And sometimes I mean, I'm a Sith Lord. I get it. I got Vader's lightsaber here. It happens, you know?
By your apprentice that I sent to you, which you will get
Very good
another
point.
Sith lightsaber,
Very
so
good.
now you can dual wield.
Very good. Yeah, that's right. No, I'm just kidding.
I'd be impressed,
Yeah,
especially if you
you
do
would be,
all of Maul's
because it
flips and
didn't.
everything.
Oh, no, no, no. No. No, talk about pulling a hammy. Ooh.
Maybe one flip.
One flip. One flip. I'll give
Okay.
you one. How
Well,
about yourself,
and
Andrew?
myself, I ignited this guy's lightsaber not too long ago. I relate
Ah,
similar to you, but more the Anakin Skywalker route of it. Not so much killing younglings, but his
yeah.
compassion for everyone that he encounters and
Yeah.
his friends and everything. How he puts himself out there to put his life on the line for those he cares about is essentially how I am. I
Mm.
will go out of my way to help those in need. Um, yeah, I am quick to get angry, which you've seen firsthand. Um, but it's understandable. Hate anger.
Yes, of course.
Um, this is more impressive than work. It's so slow and no one's in the store. Oh, love this kind of retail. Well, I wish I could say the same for my store. My store is always busy. Um, Probably because I'm there most of the time, but we won't get into that. um, but yeah, just his compassion for everyone he encounters,
Yeah.
and a little bit of Kenobi, mainly the sarcastic side of Kenobi. Um, but
Right.
um, but I mainly identify with Anakin the most. Just
That's
the
cool.
way he carries himself is essentially how I carry myself. Which is probably not a smart way on going about things, is I put all the weight on everyone's issues. I put all the weight of that on my shoulders, which I probably shouldn't do. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I can agree. We both do it, man.
yeah. Um, which is probably how you and I became such close friends so quickly, because we
It
are.
probably is.
But yeah, as we go on in the stream, feel free, everyone in the comments, to say who you relate to the most in Star Wars and everything like that. But the next discussion will be San Diego Comic Con, which is this weekend. Um,
Yeah.
we covered a little bit of the Clone Wars panel last week. They unveiled, well, Ashley Eckstein unveiled the clothing stuff that she's going to be putting out. And
Yeah.
have you seen it?
I haven't seen all of it yet. The only stuff that I saw was some of I think there's a Disney Princesses Associated line that she's doing some smaller things with.
There is that, but the ones that impressed me the most was she's doing a Obi-Wan Kenobi style hoodie, but it's going to be like a long Jedi kind of robe look. And on the side is going to be the
Ooh.
Republic symbol. There is going to be an
Whoa.
Anakin Skywalker hoodie, similar to the hoodie that you're wearing now. It says Skywalker going
Yeah.
down the sleeve and the Jedi symbol on the shoulder.
Oh.
There's
Oh
going to be
no.
a Darth Maul one.
Oh,
Um,
oh, what? Stop, stop, stop! A Darth Maul one?
yep. It's going to be Darth Maul's kind of like armor, like on Mandalore. And on the back, it's going to be Maul's head and everything like that. There is going to be a Captain Rex style one.
Oh, Rex.
And then
Nice.
for women, there's going to be an Ahsoka style dress and everything like that. But I will definitely get the Obi-Wan Kenobi one because I will definitely wear that at Comic Con. Um,
Oh yeah.
definitely the Anakin Skywalker one. It is in the same style as his the first two seasons style with the armor and
Oh,
everything like that. Same with the
yep.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, and definitely the Darth Maul one. Um,
Yeah.
the Darth Maul one, it's not a hoodie. It's one of those zip-up hoodies, but it doesn't have a hood. I think it's a misstep
Oh,
with not
okay.
having a hood, but it's still really cool. Yeah, I still want the Kenobi one, not that girly. That's fine. I guess I'll buy just two. um,
I guess so.
um,
What's up, JT?
Walmart sucks. Funny, I work at Walmart too.
Ooh. Oh, oh, shots fired
um,
here on Words of the Whales.
ah, Walmart sucks. It's always too busy. I work at Five Below. I'm more of a Princess Layla. Who's Princess Layla?
Princess Layla.
Never heard.
Hmm.
Definitely Brian. Princess Layla. I've never heard of Princess Layla. I've heard of Leia.
Chelsea, who's Princess Layla? Can you please fill us in?
um,
Anyway.
yeah, and definitely Brian. Of course, I'm going to wear a Jedi Scavenger. It's the first Brick City Blockade Podcast Network T-shirt that I bought from T Public.
Look at that plug.
Yeah, I'm getting better at that. But there's also some other stuff we can talk about with San Diego Comic Con, just in
Yeah.
general. Um, it is
Yes.
good that Star Wars is going to have a presence at Comic Con. I feel they're going to have a little bit more of a presence now than in previous years. I know last year they had nothing. It was really only Force Awakens that they had somewhat of a presence at
Yeah.
Comic Con. So I hope going forward, because Comic Con is a perfect format to present stuff from Star Wars, even if it's just
Absolutely.
unveiling new comics from Star Wars. Um,
Hmm.
I would personally, actually, I'll let you go first. What would you like to see come out of San Diego Comic Con?
Well, I mean, and this is rare for me, so take this in.
Yeah,
On the non-Star Wars side of things, all right? This is rare when I go off on these
yeah.
tangents. Um, I'm really excited to see actually what Mark Bernardin's going to do with Castle Rock.
Mm.
And he's supposed to do a whole panel and a preview of Castle Rock, which is something that I've picked up over the last year or so, and is I'm becoming a small fan of it. And Mark Bernardin's such a fantastic. I mean, of course, from Fat Man on Batman,
Yeah,
but he does such a great job in terms of cinematically what he can bring to the television screen
yeah.
through a subscription service. Um, it's really been absolutely fascinating to kick back on Netflix and watch Castle Rock and catch up on it. So I have to say that I'm super excited about that. Number two for me, and what's been kind of floating around out there and is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine, is the Godzilla stuff.
Can't be a
I
guilty
am
pleasure.
super excited.
I fanboy over Godzilla, so
Do you fanboy over
I'm a
Godzilla? Okay,
huge Godzilla
because I
fan.
remember yeah, I remember watching the classic ones as a kid, the original Japanese Godzillas, the Godzilla versus
Yeah.
Mothra, the original one, and now we're getting another Godzilla film,
Mhm.
and from what I've heard, I think Mothra is making an appearance once again.
Spoiler alert: it is Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Rodan.
Rodan is going to be in it
Yep.
too. Oh boy!
And obviously
See, this is
Godzilla.
what's got me pumped, man. We're supposed to be getting, from what I understand, we're supposed to be getting a trailer.
Yes, because they unveiled photos of Godzilla doing his atomic breath up into the
Yeah.
sky. I don't know why. Either he's
Yep.
attacking King Ghidorah or he's lighting up Mothra. Um, but
Yeah.
from what I've heard with Godzilla, is it is a prequel to the 2014 Godzilla film. Uh,
Oh, good. So we're kind of going back a
it's
little
going to
bit.
be the
Okay.
first Godzilla that you see the skeleton of in the film.
Yeah.
It's going to be that Godzilla because not to go onto Skull Island. But if you've seen it,
Mhm.
the character that John
Yep.
Goodman plays said that his ship got attacked. His ship
Yeah,
was
that's right.
attacked by Godzilla. So
Yeah.
that's where it's connecting to Skull Island because another spoiler alert in 2020 Godzilla and King Kong are gonna finally have a rematch after 50 something years
Yeah, just about.
for Ready Player One. Yes, yes, there is
Yeah, there is
Godzilla in
something
Ready
Ready
Player
Player
One. I saw the clip of that, and that made me very happy because Mechagodzilla is my personal favorite kaiju monster. Um, but yeah, I
One.
can't wait to see at least a trailer from Godzilla. I don't like that the subtitle is King of the Monsters because the 1956 one is King of the Monsters. Now people are going to be confused.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I would personally prefer it if it was called Godzilla Monsters Attack or something like that, or just Real
Yeah.
Monsters. It could be a remake of that.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't like that it's like, oh, Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's like when you have a conversation about it, it's like, all right, which one are you talking about? The 2019 one or the 1956 one?
Yeah. It's dangerous territory when you start using similar names for some of these films. I mean, obviously, I feel like with Godzilla, and I know it's kind of corny, but one of the things I love when it comes to films like Godzilla, and I'm a big monsters fan. I love some of the classic horror movie monsters films. I love some of the really bad movies that like This Planet Earth. I know Mystery Science Theater
Ooh,
really broke it down and made
ooh,
fun of This Planet Earth,
yeah,
but that's one of those guilty pleasure
yeah.
films that on a Saturday night I'm kicking back with a small thing of homemade popcorn and a little bit of whiskey in a glass, and I'm watching
Just in a glass, not the whole
this.
bottle.
Listen, I'm taking suggestions when it comes to whiskey. I'm taking suggestions about what people like to drink. But I mean, the cool thing is that those monster films all had a unique taste to them.
Yeah,
Godzilla is one of those films that I feel like if you, like you said, if you repeat the titles, what's going to start happening is not only going. It's like I'm sorry to say it. That's like calling the Phantom Menace, back in the early 1999, and then suddenly Episode 9 is the Phantom Menace, and it's like, hold on a second, hold on, you can't be doing that.
yeah,
You can't be doing that.
yeah.
So it's a fine line to cross, Andrew, and I really hope that if they do it, change up the font a little bit or have another subtitle below it. Like connect it to something else
Yeah,
that's able to.
I think well, it's probably too late to change the subtitle of it. Um, but
Yeah, they'd have to add another
they
subtitle.
could. It could just be the working one right now. Granted,
Yeah, that's true.
maybe they'll unveil the actual title of it with the trailer.
They could.
Um,
They could.
Personally, I've thought about this for a while. You've seen Pacific Rim, correct?
Mm-hmm. I
There
have.
was talk of them doing a crossover with Godzilla, and what I was thinking with that is the Jaeger,
Curious to hear
the
that.
Jaegers aren't strong enough, so they have to make Mechagodzilla to fight Godzilla.
They could pull that off. They could.
Because I'm sorry, if it was Godzilla versus the Jaegers, Godzilla would whoop them.
No brainer.
Especially
That's a
John
no
Boy.
brainer in
No
my mind.
offense, John, but you're going down if Godzilla's coming after you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for the rematch with King Kong, Godzilla has to win this time. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know the reasoning on why he lost the first time. It is because back in 1963, I'm pretty sure that's when it came out.
Mhm.
King Kong was the more popular out of the two at the time. Now,
Okay.
I feel Godzilla is the more popular out of the two.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't wait for it. Um, and from what I've heard, the rights eventually do after King Kong versus Godzilla, the rights go back to Toho. And from what I've heard,
Okay.
they want to start their own
Mm-hmm.
monster universe. So they'll do
Ooh, that's
a
a cool thing.
solo Rodan movie. They'll do a solo King Ghidorah, solo Mothra, and everything like that, and connect it
Whoa.
all to Godzilla. I don't know if it will be connected to the 2016 film Shin Godzilla, but it would
Okay.
be interesting. Spoiler alert: the Funko Pop in the Smuggler Bounty box is Battle on Mustafar movie moment. Ooh,
Wait, who?
that makes me happy.
I've seen that. I've seen rumors about it.
They,
I didn't know that that was official
yeah,
because that totally changes everything.
supposedly she just found out. She's been following that like crazy, and that makes me happy.
That means somebody was on the San Diego, because tonight is preview night at San Diego Comic Con.
Ooh,
That means that somebody was on the con floor probably
bro,
and saw something or talked
Renee,
about
was
it.
it Funko that released it, or was it okay? It's official. Okay, wow.
Whoa. Whew. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Where's the Whills has totally changed. Totally changed now because I'm freaking out.
uh,
So we're adding this to our Funko Pop with for San Diego Comic Con this weekend. This announcement coming out that they are gonna start doing more prequel based Funko Pops.
that is awesome. Not only are we getting Clone Wars Anakin, but we're getting Revenge of the Sith Anakin fighting Obi-Wan.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Exactly.
What if the body is able to come in half? What if you're able to take the legs off?
Uh, that would be fun.
Funko would do something like
I
that.
definitely, especially with if you're Walking Dead fans, they did that with Glenn when he.
Oh, that's right.
Spoiler alert: when he died, he got his head caved in. They did that for a pop, and his eyeball was popping out and everything. Um,
You're right,
she
James.
blew my mind. I knew it was probably going to be something like focused on Anakin, but I had a feeling it was either going to be a movie moment or a solo, like with his hood up, like a Sith kind of look, with like yellow eyes. But I prefer the movie moment. Um,
Now, the question is, Andrew, and this is my question to you, what part of the battle on Mustafar do we see? Because in my mind, if it's the movie moments and it's Anakin standing in the middle of the lava pit there, and it's Obi-Wan with the high ground, and it comes with like a little setup, I
it
mean,
could be that,
that would be
or it could be when they're on the two floating devices and they're fighting there, because that's one of my favorite.
both floating devices.
Yeah,
Wow.
either that or they're on
Oh,
that.
those little droids that are underneath, they're like, come on, man, get off of
Yeah.
me.
Why didn't it just nudge Anakin off? Be like, get off.
Now that I'm looking back at it, it's like, why don't you just get rid of both of them
Yeah.
if they're pissing you off?
I'll post in a group of the pic someone who had their box opened. Hmm.
Wait.
Wait,
Somebody, wait.
someone had the box open? Why would you open the box? Unless that's, well, they're probably displaying it at Comic Con. That's probably why it was out of the box.
That's that preview night, right? They're displaying it.
Hmm. Now,
Because Funko always does a preview night where people can come in,
yeah,
and it's like the first 10 people at Comic Con get to buy the exclusives before everybody else before the con floor opens the next day.
the Smuggler's Bounty box. Okay, so it's the loot box, and then that'll probably be released
Oh
later
man, that's
for,
gonna be sold out so quick.
yeah. Oh,
Imagine the premium. People are gonna put that on eBay
yeah.
for like, huh.
Well, I already know Renee pre-ordered that, so I know well, we're both getting it, but yeah.
Renee, we're both getting it.
um, well, my collection is slowly turning to hers and hers mine as well. Like my Black Series figures are slowly turning to hers as well when we live
There
together.
you go.
And yeah, um, that is awesome. Yep, it's going to my house first.
My house first.
um,
Look, man, Renee, you just blew up Words of the Wills. I don't know what you know. I have no words.
well, that's a good
I have no
thing with
words.
this is it's the preview night, so we can get information as we're live too. Granted, we won't get
That's
the
true.
news feed or whatever, but people in the comments can give us stuff about Comic Con. Um, but actually,
Yeah.
I was thinking of it as we were talking about Godzilla. We should definitely, as it gets closer to the Godzilla film coming out, we should definitely do a special kaiju edition of Words of the Wills.
Well, that'd be
Mainly
cool.
on Godzilla, but all kaiju in general.
That'd be cool.
Exactly. What's mine is hers, and what's hers is mine.
There you go.
But yeah, we should definitely do a Godzilla kind of focused live stream as we get closer to the film coming out. Because I'm pretty sure it's like summer next year or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Got about another year.
but
Andrew, what about for you for San Diego Comic Con?
me,
What are the things that you're looking forward to here?
I know they already revealed the poster for Aquaman. I want to see a trailer
Yes.
because it comes out in December,
Yeah.
and
Now's the time.
Aquaman was definitely one of the highlights in the Justice League film. And I like the entire film as a whole. I know people had their issues with it, but for me, I was happy with what I got. And it was seeing the Justice League together for the first time in a movie, a live action movie. So I understand people's issues with it, but I enjoyed it for what I got. Granted, I would have liked Superman to have his black suit, which technically he's supposed to when he first dies, but I won't get into that. um, But yeah, Aquaman trailer, something from Captain Marvel as well,
Yes.
because we are getting close to next year, and there are two Marvel movies next year, Captain Marvel and the second part of Infinity War.
Yeah.
So I think Captain Marvel will it'll set the tone for how the next Avengers is going to be because she's going to be a huge part in the next Avengers from what I've heard. And from what I've seen from set photos, I don't know if you've seen them, but they're dealing with time travel. And they're going to
Yes, they
try
are.
and find the Infinity Stones before anything happens. Because Cap's in his
Wow.
first Avengers suit. Iron Man is in, I forget what mark it was in the first Avengers, but I find it interesting that they're going to do time travel. Um, they have to be careful with that um, because time travel in movies is a very touchy subject sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, if done right, it's fine. Um, if done wrong, Marvel will not hear the end of it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it fine. I heard the Aquaman trailer will be released on Saturday. Yeah, usually Saturday is usually the big day for stuff like that. Teaser. As long as we get something from Captain Marvel, I will be happy. Because I want to see, even if it's just a small shot of his hammer, because Ronan the Accuser is in the film, and
That's right.
well, it gives another reason for my friend Tim to make another cosplay of his as well. um,
Right. True.
yeah, and he does fantastic with Ronan the Accuser, his cosplay. Um, but yeah, I'm interested to see how that film goes. And I want to see who it was that Nick Fury trusted
Yeah.
because he doesn't have the eye patch yet. He still
No, he
has both
doesn't.
of his eyes, so I want to know who it was he trusted. Because if it's Ronan the Accuser, that will be amazing.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because I'm pretty sure it's not Captain Marvel that he lost his eye to. Um,
No, that'd be a lot. That'd be a lot if you're starting to build that
yeah.
in.
Um, but if you want a feel good film after Infinity War, definitely go and see Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was a very fun movie. Although the post-credit scene is a holy moment. Um,
Yeah.
Literally, my first the when that happened, it was me, my cousin, and two other people were on both sides of us. They were like, they just gasped. My cousin went, "Oh shit, shoot," and I said, "Oh
Yeah.
fudge." um,
Oh man.
and not actual fudge. It was the F dash dash dash. um, but yeah, I want to see stuff from that. I do want a little bit more information because I watched the CW show, The Flash. I do want a little bit
Yes.
more information on how this season is going to go, especially with how the last season ended. Um,
True.
I don't know if you watched The Flash or not, but it was one of those like, oh, okay, so that happened, kind of moments. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I got a little bit into the Flash. I never fully got into it. Like I was always like Agents of Shield. I was a big fan. I did Gotham for a little bit. I was like, all right, this is different. This is interesting.
yeah,
Supergirl. God Inch knows was what I'm talking about with Supergirl. That was really an interesting show. And now Sam Witwer's joining in as a villain in
I
Supergirl, which
did
is
not
really
know
really
that. You
cool.
made me very happy.
Yeah, Sam Witwer's now entering the DC universe,
Well, he was
which is
already
pretty
in the
cool.
DC universe. He was Doomsday. He,
He was out of it for a little bit, and now
he
he's
was
back.
Doomsday in Smallville.
Yeah, oh, that's true. But fine. DC man, you got me.
uh, that makes me happy that he's.
Yeah.
I kind of wish he was a hero. I feel like he's getting typecast as a villain now because he's Darth Maul. Um,
Right.
but that makes me happy that Sam Witwer is going to be in Supergirl. Because, like you, I do like the show. Um, I wish there was a little bit more of Superman in it, but I get why there's not because
Yes.
it's Supergirl's show. Um,
Mhm.
although I did hear, well, didn't hear, I know about it. They are doing a Teen Titans show. Um,
Yep.
and from what it looks like, they only got Robin right. He was the only character that they got right for their look. Starfire, I was so mad with the look they have for her. Have you seen it?
Really.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen. I have not.
I don't want to get kicked off, but she literally is dressed like a $2 hooker.
Oh, are you kidding
No,
me? Really?
yeah,
Why are they doing that with Teen
I have no
Titans?
idea. Beast Boy looks fine. Raven looks
Yeah.
fine. Um, but exactly, yeah, she looks like a stripper or a hooker. It doesn't make me happy. I was so mad. Renee can fill you in on how mad I was. I was ranting pretty bad about it. Um,
Wow.
you know what? It's so bad. I would rather watch Teen Titans Go.
Whoa. That's that's dangerous
Yeah,
territory.
I will send you the photo after
Wow.
this.
Please do, because I have a feeling I'm gonna rage a little bit too if I see this based on what you told me.
Like I get Raven. They made her look like an emo kid. I'm fine with that. Beast Boy,
That was the
an
attitude that she was
angsty
carrying.
kind
Yeah.
of kid that's awkward is fine. But Robin, he is spot on. The actor they got for
Oh,
him
good.
looks the part, and the suit they have for him definitely fits the part of how the show is going to be.
Good.
Yes, Teen Titans Go should be called Teen Titans No. Um, although I did meet the voice actor who is Cyborg. Um, he
Oh.
was at Walker Stalker Con because he plays King Ezekiel in The Walking Dead.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I asked him who he likes to voice better, Aqualad or a Cyborg, and he said Cyborg mainly because Cyborg is pretty much his personality. That's exactly how he is.
Oh,
So, um,
nice.
but yeah, I want to see something from the Teen Titans live action show. I know it's going to be on the DC streaming service, um,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with. I think a lot of networks are going to start doing streaming services because I feel like they can do a little bit more with the streaming service. They're not as
Mhm.
limited to like the censors or anything like that. Um, and I do want to see. I do want to see something from Supergirl. I don't know how far they are in filming it. Um, Actually, how awesome would it be if the episode that Sam Witwer's in is the episode that Kevin Smith directs? Because
That wouldn't surprise me.
Kevin Smith does go up there and direct pretty much. I don't know if he's directed Arrow, but I know he's mainly with the Flash and Supergirl.
Yeah. He did a couple episodes of Arrow, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, um, I kind I do want to see Kevin Smith direct a. So far, it looks like a yeah. Uh, yeah, pretty much what Renee said is pretty much how Starfire looks. Um, I want to see Kevin Smith direct a comic book film and not Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
um, but I feel he's a little too afraid to because one little thing that he might make a mistake on, he'll never hear the end of it. But I know
That's true.
if he did a DC or a Marvel film, he would knock it out of the park, especially if it was DC. I feel like his ballpark is more with DC,
Yeah, it
with
is.
his knowledge, especially if he did Batman. Batman is his go-to, hence Fat Man on Batman.
I would even say that Kevin Smith's realm could even be in a Joker film.
Easily, actually, I would be okay if he was announced as the director for the Joker origin film that they're doing. Um,
And that's is what's his name is coming is Jared Leto coming back to play that role?
different, different actor because it is on a different Earth. It's an elf
All right.
Joker, which I'm fine with. I didn't mind Jared Leto, but I can also do without Jared Leto. Um,
Yes.
I forget the name of the actor, but he does look like he'll fit the part. But
Mm-hmm.
if it's an origin tale, they should have gotten a younger actor because he is an older actor. Um,
Gotcha.
well, that makes me wonder: is the live action film going to be Killing Joke, or is it right before Killing Joke? Is the question.
Are we going to get that answer at Comic-Con?
It's possible, but the only Killing Joke film that I will watch over and over is the animated Killing Joke film with Kevin Conroy as Batman, which I posted the picture of me meeting Kevin Conroy,
Yeah.
and Mark Hamill as the Joker. He is the only Joker, in my opinion. Everyone else
Yes.
does a fine job. Mark Hamill is the Joker.
He is the Joker.
He is the only voice I hear when I read comics where Joker is in. That says a lot.
Yeah. No, it's true.
If it's like the early '60s comics, then I hear Cesar Romero. Um,
Of course.
that's about because Cesar Romero was the man.
He was.
And refused to shave
That's the
his
Joker.
mustache. I hope
Yeah. Right.
I hope they show some more info on the Venom movie. I mean, um, I'm okay if they don't show too much with Venom. From what I've
Mhm.
heard, Venom is not fully Venom in the entire film. Um, from what I've heard, Venom is only really towards the end, and that'll lead into a
Yes.
sequel with Carnage. Um, from what I've heard, it's going to be like Eddie Brock's going to try and get control over the Venom symbiote, or symbiote as
Hmm.
they call in this film. Um,
Right.
but yeah, I'm fine if they don't show too much. Um, I,
Yeah.
I'm fine with the trailer that we already have for Venom. I don't really need another one. I'm already sold on it. Um, as long as he is not Topher Grace, he will be a good Venom. I don't
I could not agree with you anymore.
I don't know why they got Topher Grace for Venom. If anything, they should have got Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. WWE connection.
Mm.
You know, I think The Rock's had his time with whatever that Tower movie he came out with,
Skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
Just wait, he'll be in a Star Wars movie.
To be honest
I'd
with
be
you,
fine with it.
I wouldn't mind it if it made sense.
Yeah. Um, I want.
I just don't need Kevin Hart in a Star Wars movie right now.
He
Are you kidding me, man?
don't do that.
I'm sorry. My best Kevin Hart impression. Can't do it.
It's okay.
I tried. I tried.
You tried.
I
You get
tried.
an A for effort. Um,
I love A for efforts.
um, I want to know a little bit more about Shazam. I know we're getting a lot of images from it, and from what
Yep.
I've seen, I'm okay.
Damn
I'm
good.
good with how Shazam looks. He looks like Shazam. Um, I also want to know more about Black Adam, um,
Yeah. True point.
because from what The Rock said, Black Adam is
What the Rock says.
supposedly what?
What the Rock says.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Sorry, I'm a huge Rock fan. I'm a huge Rock fan.
Rock was a jabroni.
Oh, don't you start in the jabroni stuff. Don't you, he remember what he called Big Show,
Well,
and
Big
he
Show
didn't
was always
retract his statement.
Big Show was always a jabroni.
Yeah, well, that's true. But what about Booker T?
He was a jabroni too.
Yeah, but Booker T was a little bit more reasonable about Mark Henry.
Okay, Mark Henry would have, if he wanted to, he would have broken Rock in half if he really wanted to.
The big Kali.
We do not speak that name.
I remember the whole Randy Orton, Big Kali, and then Undertaker versus Big Kali. I mean, geez, I'm crow.
You know, I blocked that entire Undertaker and Great Khali match out of my head, and you just brought it back.
Oh my goodness.
When I meet you
Oh,
at Boston Comic Con, I will choke slam you off one of the tall things to the ground.
if we have a panel, you can just choke slam me right at the
Yeah,
panel.
I'll choke slam you through the table. Um,
I'm sorry that I brought up the sensitive WWE topics. I'm sorry.
it's not so much sensitive; it's the fact of how weak they made the Undertaker look
That's true.
compared to him.
Against the Great Khali. Yeah, that's true.
And then, like 2 months later, Taker came back and literally killed him. But um, we won't talk about
We
that.
brought out the giant casket that would fit him. Yep.
Yeah, and I'll drink a beer. Okay. Oh, because Stone Cold and Renee will hold me back, so I won't chokeslam Robin. I'll just
The done deal, Renee. It's happening
I'll
anyway.
just chokeslam you both.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Easy, easy there, Tiger.
Okay, just Robin. Maybe I'll just tombstone him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, wait.
That's a really good point.
You're 6 foot. I'm 5'5". It'll be a very weird tombstone.
Oh, you're in the doghouse now, Andrew.
Well, you said you were gonna hold me back. You would have gotten in my way.
I will slap you with a lightsaber. That's gonna hurt.
I'll take it.
Oh
But
man.
what kind of like items would you like to see released? Like a Black Series lightsaber or something like that. What kind of product do you want to see unveiled besides the movie moment Funko Pop?
Yeah, I think we need some more. Oh, well, I'm trying to think about like the major companies. Sideshow Collectibles, the guys from Brick City, it's up right now. You can listen to it. They talked a lot about the CV. So they talked a lot about the Sideshow Collectibles hot toys that are being released, the Star Wars exclusives that are going to be, and some of the Marvel ones are going to be at San Diego Comic-Con this coming weekend. Personally, for me, I'm a huge fan of Gentle Giant. I love the bust that they create. I've got the A New Hope Stormtrooper. I've got the Death Trooper one. I have another one on the way, which is actually going to be a Vader from A New Hope, which is going to be a great one to have.
Right.
And I, I don't know why I have a funny feeling that Gentle Giant is holding back on some of the Star Wars ones that they want to release. Personally, if I was to see something released this weekend, I would love to see them do either an Ahsoka bust for Gentle Giant or a Darth Vader Rebels Vader bust. I think would be really, really cool.
That would be
with the
really
slimmer
cool.
helmet style, the red lens,
Yeah.
and then actually having him hold a lightsaber. I know they cut off by the arms on some of them, but some of the more recent Gentle Giant items actually had like the Han Solo concept one, actually had him holding a blaster.
Yeah.
And I think that they're going to slowly move into that realm. Like, give him the lightsaber. Like, that would be great to have an Ahsoka one and a Vader from Rebels one right next to each other.
Yeah. That would be very cool. I want to see Andrew. How mad were you with the results with Extreme Rules? I'll talk about that later. I don't want to get too far with WWE talk right now, and I don't want to upset Mr. Robin. um, we'll do a whole nother WWE live stream. It's been a while since we've had a WWE talk. I'll
That's true.
send me a friend request. I'll talk to you more about it after this. But I
Do
want,
it up, Chelsea. He's a cool guy to talk to.
but I definitely want to see more Black Series lightsabers unveiled because they need to do more.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Granted, yeah, the line they have is fine, but they can easily add Kanan Jarrus's lightsaber. They can add Ezra's, both his blue and green one. They can do Darth Maul's new double-bladed lightsaber. Um, they can do, if they can do it, do the dark saber. I want to see
That would
a
be great.
dark saber replica. I know it would be very hard to get the light to work, but if from what I've seen with Black Series of how they do their lightsabers, I'm pretty sure they can figure out how to do it. Moving on from San Diego Comic Con, because I think I might be running out of time. That's what that gesture might have been.
Yeah.
Um,
We're close. We're close. You're doing a great job, though.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
He's trying, guys.
I'm not doing the Macho Man fingers.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
God, that must have hurt his vocal cords so much doing the voice like that.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Bone Saw is ready.
Anyway,
Best character in Spider-Man is Bonesaw. um, Me and you haven't really talked about Jedi Fallen Order yet. Um,
yes.
Now,
Kind of make this like our last topic. Yeah.
last topic, and then the giveaway, and then other stuff. If you want to announce anything that's coming up or whatever, Boston Comic Con. Um, um, what what makes you excited for this game coming out? And what would you like to see from it?
Probably what excites me most is the world building piece in it. I want to play one on one with a character. I want to be able to explore the galaxy. I want to be able to go on missions, and I want to be able to interact with new members of the Star Wars canon. If this does what I think it's going to do, is we're going to be introduced to more Jedi
Mm-hmm.
in some sort of way, and we're going to be introduced to some more Star Wars lore. And for me, I think the big thing for me, Andrew, is let's make this like KOTOR. Let's bring it back to the roots of what BioWare and some of the people over at Lucasfilm early on were able to develop with that game specifically. Bring that to Fallen or was it Fallen Order? Or, I can't believe it slipped my mind.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
It is Jedi Fallen Order. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't keep saying Knights of the Old Republic over and over. Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. Bring that attitude, bring that style,
Yeah,
bring back what KOTOR brought to us originally.
I agree. Like I said before, I want the character you play as, I want to at least be customizable to a certain extent. Like being able to change his
Yep.
outfit or changing his lightsaber hilt. Even that little detail
Yeah.
I would love. Um, the character has to be believable because I'm pretty sure it's a Padawan from Order 66. So I want to see it be believable that he's a 16-year-old kid living during Order 66. And
Yes.
like I've said before in our group chats, they should do a wanted level system similar to GTA. Like if it gets too
Ooh,
high,
I like that.
like the first few stars or like Empire symbols, they won't be stars, will be like stormtroopers going after you. The higher it gets, the next level would be like bounty hunters are sent after you, and the final like wanted level is Darth Vader comes after you, and you're essentially dead.
Oh, that's
And you're
cool.
essentially dead because you can't kill Vader. Um,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it would be a copyright issue with Rockstar. I'm pretty sure they'd be fine with it, but
They probably would be.
as long as Lucasfilm like mentions like or not Lucasfilm, the EA contacts Rockstar and says, "Hey, our Star Wars game is going to have this wanted level system. It is going to be similar to GTA, but not exactly the same."
Right.
Um, I want it to be open world, similar to Knights of the Old Republic, and I want the lightsaber combat to be how lightsaber battles are in the Star Wars universe. Not just swinging a lightsaber around randomly and trying to hit something. Actually, like a lightsaber.
Right.
Um, like, granted, I like the Jedi Academy game and Outcast, but you're just swinging your lightsaber randomly around, and then you luckily hit the death mark for the Dark Jedi or Sith Jedi, Dark Jedi Reborn, or whatever they were. I forget. But
Yeah.
yeah, I like that they're doing motion capture for it because I feel you can get more emotion out of the characters that way. Um,
True.
but as the game gets closer to coming out, we'll definitely talk more about it and stuff like that. But just in case we're getting a little close with time here, we'll do the giveaway now. Um,
Awesome.
so The first digital code that I will be giving away is the Justice League set with all the DCEU films leading up to the Justice League. The trivia question: what year was the first issue of the Justice League? The first comic.
What year was the first issue of the Justice League comic?
Mm-hmm.
That's your turn, folks.
Yep.
Down in the comment section.
Because Robin is a cheater.
No, that's not true.
But you take the easy way out.
I do take the easy way out. That is true.
The other day I mentioned it during your live stream of the home run derby that I'm a natural heel, which in wrestling terms, the natural bad guy. What?
Yeah, right.
Which is funny because literally when I work at work, my coworkers and I talk wrestling, and I'm the one that like rags on all of them, just poking fun at all of them, and they're all so nice and everything like that, and it's like they're like, "Why are you such a heel?"
That's great.
But yeah, first,
oh my goodness,
the year of the first issue of the first Justice League comic, and then I will give the trivia question for the Batman Ninja once I see the answer in the comments, or if you see the answer, just let me know because sometimes on your end it comes through a little bit quicker.
Right. Nothing yet.
Nope. You're intimidated, or they're looking up the answer.
Yeah, probably that. It's essentially who comes first.
Yep. Either way, I just don't want these laying around anymore. So, and plus, Batman Ninja is a great, great animated film.
Yeah, that's true. Nick McCombie, Gundy Kenobi, do you know the answer to this question?
He might. Gundy Kenobi, the year of the first Justice League comic issue. What was the year that the first Justice League comic came out? And if you answer correctly, you will win the digital codes or code for the films leading up to the first Justice League film. And then the next question will be, I'll give it another 2 minutes and then I'll give the next question.
Perfect.
Gundy Kenobi released his teaser trailer for his fan film earlier today too.
I noticed that a film surrounding Gundy Kenobi himself.
Yeah, and I've put suggestions out to him that he should make you one of the Dark Jedi in it.
Oh, really?
Yes. 1996. No. I'm talking very, very first comic issue, not the animated series. The animated series was 96. Comic issue.
There's a wonderful thing called the internet, folks. Utilize it.
He probably saw the first thing that popped up, which was probably the animated series. But if you guess again and don't get the right answer, I'll just give it to you anyway. But as we are waiting for the answer, Batman Ninja, the trivia question for it will be a Joker-related trivia question. And again, what was the year that Joker debuted in the Batman comics? The very first appearance of the Joker. What year was it? Gundy, you're supposed to answer my trivia question, not ask if Robin wants to be in your movie.
Oh my goodness. Gundy, answer the question. Get it right. Get yourself a digital copy of something. Jeez.
But yeah, I gave Gundy the idea of making you a Dark Jedi in this film.
Well, you know what the thing is, and as I'm talking, I'm doing a little something behind the scenes here.
You're close, Gundy. You're off by about 8 years. The year that the first Justice League comic came out was 1960. But
1960.
But because you were close, I'll give you the digital copy for that. So I'll DM you the code after the live stream. But question's still up for Batman Ninja. First appearance of the Joker in the Batman comics. Don't you laugh at me.
Was I? Excuse me, was I?
I heard you giggle.
Oh, I was giggling about something else.
Oh, like the little schoolgirl that you are.
Listen. Number one, you want to choke slam me. Number two, you call me a schoolgirl. And number three, just because I bring up the great Khali, suddenly we're in a problem.
You brought up his name again.
Listen, I'm just laying out the facts here, man.
I will forgive you.
You've forgiven me a lot, actually, over the last while here.
Oh, let's see. How long have we been doing Words of the Whills?
8 months, 10 months.
About that?
Yeah.
I was thinking that you were talking about. That's fine. You won the Justice League digital code. What is the answer for this one?
Say the question again. Say the question again.
What was the first appearance of the Joker in the comics? What was the year? Again, if you mention the TV series, I will not be happy.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, about 8 months. Are we counting the original title too? Not to the order.
Oh no, that would be 10 months with that.
Yeah, I've forgiven you a lot over the past 10 months. Is it 10 months? Because we started in December.
Wow, no, we're actually pushing 9 months. 10 months will be September.
So, as we were doing this, someone could have gotten pregnant and had a kid at the same time. That's impressive.
That is pretty impressive overall.
Most impressive. So, Gundy, if you have the answer for my other trivia question, you can answer it. And it is okay. I know it was your bad. But we can, as we're waiting for Sir Gundy to answer, is there anything you would like to announce that's possibly coming up soon?
I just sent you a little something to your inbox on Facebook.
I saw that.
I can officially make the announcement
You can.
that available on TeePublic as of 2 seconds ago was the new design and new official moving ahead logo. Obviously, you're going to see different versions of this logo going forward from the Brick City Blockade and, of course, from Words of the Whills. But it is a new look. Andrew Merton Garish's Words of the Whills t-shirt for the Brick City Blockade Podcast Network. Available on TeePublic right now for $14. So people out there, go and pick them up before they're gone.
Definitely. And I'll definitely be wearing those to the cons that I'm attending with you, or really any con that I go to, I'll wear, so I can represent Brick City Blockade. Even for the Star Wars opening nights, I can wear that.
Yeah,
I also posted in Wars of the Wills of the smuggler.
I did see that.
Okay. Um, well, there is Boston Comic Con coming up. Um, I'm going to be there. Um, you're trying to think, just use the internet. Robin, do you want to answer for this one? I'll just give you the digital code for this.
What is the question one more time
What
for me?
was the year of the first appearance of the Joker in the comics? The very first appearance.
64.
64? Nope. I'm still going to give it to you anyway. It was 1940.
Really, that early? What, Action Comics?
Yep.
He was in Action Comics. That's fascinating to me.
Yeah. 1940 was the first appearance of the Joker.
See, that was my second. I was going to say 1942.
Yeah, well, Robin, by default, you won the digital copy. I'll send that to you afterwards.
After all of the terrible things I've said this evening, I still get a digital
You
copy.
do. Well, it's because it's a great animated film. But
Starts ripping it in front.
but Boston Comic Con is coming up. I'm pretty sure we're all going to be
That's
there.
right.
Hopefully the press
Yep.
passes work out. If not, I know there is still passes available. So if you're not able to get your press passes, you can still.
We'll work our way.
But we might have an appearance at Rhode Island Comic Con too. If I'm maybe.
Yeah, yep, working that one out too.
Gundy, you already lost. Robin won, so you lose. But yeah, there's going to be a couple of appearances of the Brick City Blockade crew at some conventions, as well as in October in Lancaster, which I will be traveling down
Right.
to. I will be making my way down to Lancaster or Lancaster, whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
I say Lancaster too, and I get yelled at.
Okay. Maybe it's New England, Boston.
It is a New England thing.
Gonna be the best birthday this year. Yes, it is gonna be Renee's birthday at Comic Con.
Oh, how awesome!
So we'll figure something out for your birthday, Renee.
We will indeed.
We're also gonna be doing. It's gonna be closing time right now, so I am sorry if I'm going too over. We will also be doing the live stream of the Clone Wars movie. I'm gonna try and figure out a way. Now, with that, because I think Star Wars is a little bit more touchy with copyright stuff. We'll pretty much do it the same way you did the Home Run Derby, but I'm afraid if we have sound, we'll even get hit with copyright. We'll have it down really.
We'll have to try to play that.
We'll have it down really low.
Yeah.
But it is that time that we at Brick City Blockade call plug time. So, Robin, where can the good people find you?
Very simple formula tonight. My Twitter account, suddenly getting a lot of followers over there, so keep that trend running. At Mr. Vogt Tweets, Brick City Blockade at www.brickcityblockade.com. TeePublic for that new Words of the Whills t-shirt for $14. Grab one of those while they're fresh and hot off the press. And please make sure to rate, subscribe, comment on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and all those great podcasting apps. Mr. Garish, you would close this baby out.
Well, you guys can find me on Instagram at Andrew62592, on Twitter at agarish1, and on YouTube at Commander Nerd, which there will be a special upload coming tonight. It will be the Words of the Whills with my cousins and my brother when I was up in New Hampshire. I'm going to be posting that on YouTube, so people on YouTube can watch it there and kind of get a feel of how Words of the Whills is. But definitely get the Words of the Whills shirt. and look forward to more stuff coming from myself and Robin in the coming few days because we're going to be covering Comic Con pretty soon. So, as we say here at Brick City Blockade and Words of the Whills, may the force be with you always.
Always.